going on, YouTube? It is Trev. It's been a minute since we did a video on Luffy token. I haven't had a lot to talk about as far as Luffy token goes. It's been a little stagnant. Not really moving in any particular direction. There hadn't been a lot really going on, any real news. I had asked if there was any news. I was told no, no news. And so it's a little tough to talk about what's happening if there's, nothing being put out there, okay? But we have a few things I think that we can talk about that I find kind of interesting. And I want to start here. Now, this was sent to me in our Luffy free chat Telegram room that was created by myself so that people could come and chat about Luffy without fear of being banned or whatever. I mean, I don't want anybody coming in here talking a bunch of junk or, talking negatively about anybody. I mean, I would have an issue with that. But it just seemed that people who had questions that maybe some people didn't want to answer were being called fudders and being banned left and right. And so I created this for a place for us to come and chat. And there's really only a few of us in here. I mean, it's no big deal. But anyway, somebody sent me this. George sent me this, and it was posted in the main Luffy Telegram, and it's from Terry, and it says, important, the venture capitalist is just a greedy company. All they want is to create panic with not announcing our deal. So they created a sell-off on purpose. That's, speculation, and it may be accurate speculation. He may be absolutely right, Terry. But I hope that they're careful because it can also be construed as defamation or slander. And I don't know where they are with this company, and I don't know what receipts he has to bring, to kind of prove that this is true. I'm not saying I don't believe it because I understand why it definitely seems that way, but I just hope that they're careful putting something like this in writing. But anyway, this is what they think, that they created this sell-off on purpose because they wanted to get some Luffy token at a really, really cheap price before they kicked in any money from this venture capital deal. So number 2, the venture capitalists set us deadlines for pay a $1 million commission fee, and we have declined to pay any commission fee to protect our investors. They wanted Luffy tokens at this price. If we don't pay the commission fee now, they won't be interested to work with us anymore. Which has been hinted at for a while now, since the last time I did an AMA or a live chat with Benji. There were some issues, and they were talking. Benji had mentioned, if they don't do this or they don't do that, we should just drop the deal. So there's been a lot of stuff going back and forth that has been moving toward this deal not being in existence anymore. And quite frankly, I don't really know what to make of it. But, it is what it is. If this is the absolute truth, then no, they shouldn't deal with these people. $1 million means 5% Luffy tokens for free without getting any payment toward Luffy. Obviously, that's not acceptable. Luffy made it one time to the 300 million market cap area. We had our top tier exchange listing without any VC behind Luffy. The VC wallet holding 12% is now blacklisted. This means they cannot trade transfer tokens. But okay. So, I mean, is that actually equal to being burned? I mean, are these tokens just out of existence now? Because it's not, if it's in their wallet, we can't really get those tokens back. They can't be implemented back into the supply, can they? But all right, so I'm going to assume that they're dead unless somebody can tell me otherwise. They're blacklisted, and the VC wallet can't do anything with them. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I mean, if it was the VC's wallet themselves, how does Luffy token blacklist it? I'm not saying that they can't. I don't understand how that kind of stuff works. So it's just a question in my mind. All right. I have the last words, and I say no VC. Okay, so that's official. VC deal is off. Luffy will stay a community token and decentralized. That's fine. I have been in crypto for so long. I saw what VCs made to other tokens. Trust me, this deal was not a good at all. A good deal at all, I guess is what he meant. We heard only bad comments about it. People accused us that we made a fake deal and made our Twitter full with FUD. Okay. I've had, plenty to say about FUD and how easily that acronym is thrown around. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And when you use the acronym simply to mean people talking about things that we don't want to talk about, that's not an accurate use of the acronym. FUD can actually be your friend. Everyone should be fearful, everyone should be uncertain, and everyone should have doubt when you're investing your money. I'm not saying that it prevents you from doing it, but you should have a little bit of, before you put your money into anything. And if you ask questions because you're investing your money, that should be absolutely acceptable. So some things that were considered FUD, I didn't really consider FUD, which is why I made this Telegram room. So what will change now? Not much. We will keep continue to push. I've never spoken to Terry. I've never heard his voice. I don't know where he's from. I don't know if English is his first language. Because I find some of these writings to be not really on par with someone. I don't know, well educated in the language. They're a little tough to read sometimes. We will keep continue to push Luffy forward, and the VC FUD already harmed us the most since we dumped from 60 million to almost 15 million market cap. They made us twice dump. Trust me now, they are really out. It will make us pump. Well, I forget exactly when this was posted, but it wasn't yesterday, and we haven't seen a pump. But everything in the market is down right now. That's not Luffy's fault. I mean, if there was a pump coming, it still would have got knocked back by what's been happening in the crypto market right now. Timing is just really, really bad. I am taking the CEO position back to lead Luffy in a right way. Well, that suggests that it was not being led in a right way when Peter was the CEO. So that's a pretty bold statement. A lot of people are very happy to have Terry once again leading Luffy. I'm happy to have him leading Luffy. Not that I had anything necessarily against Peter, but I don't know. He wasn't really living up to the hype that I anticipated he was going to live up to with someone with his resume. So I don't know. And I know that being in the chat room, the audio room on the main Telegram, that a lot of people were actually calling for Peter to leave and Terry to take over the reins again. So it seems a lot of people got their wish. You guys should know that I am capable of. I can tell you the last. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I really just don't understand this, and I would love for somebody to proofread this stuff, because when you put something like this out and it's just not readable, it just doesn't do much for the credibility. But maybe I'm just nitpicking. You guys should know what I am capable of. Okay, so capable is spelled wrong, and it's not off, it's of. I can tell you the last weeks were exhausting on community and development side, but we made our roadmap more clear, and all I can say is it looks good. Luffy's future is bright. No, we've been hearing that. I mean, we never hear anything different than that. All I want is the best for Luffy token. I think this is possible without a venture capitalist telling us what we have to do and what we have not, and somebody who is really telling us, hey, we cannot announce the venture capitalist deal because we have too many emails, is the most unprofessional behavior I have ever witnessed. See the VC tokens as burned tokens. Okay, all right, so that answers that question I had earlier. If Luffy V3 will play a role for our future ecosystem, we will get these tokens back and use them. Okay. For now, everything will stay the same. Good news, Luffy V2, no VC. I am back as the CEO of Luffy. Okay, so yeah, I mean, how much good news that is, I suppose we will see. I'm sorry, I'm reading what else came after this. So no VC happening, it's canceled. Luffy says they pulled out. And what's that make Peter now, since Terry now back as CEO along with being owner? I don't know, but from what I understand, Peter will be doing an AMA sometime shortly. I believe he'll be still in the chat in an admin position. I would love to have been a fly on the wall and heard the conversations that were had that ultimately came to the decision that Peter was out as CEO. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when Peter was told this and saw how that went. But the fact that he would be sticking around and still being a part of it is positive news to me. I mean, that's really that speaks to character also. That you're not just going to say, well, all right, well, screw you, I'm out of here. All right, I am scrolling through to find some other things that I wanted to point out, and I know you can't see it right now, but I will bring it up as soon as I find what I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh, it's taking me a minute, and I'm very sorry about that. Peter is not CEO anymore. I will fix it when the crew wakes up. Okay, these were just more posts that were in the TG. Geez, there was something. I swear to you, I'll have it in a second. Okay, here it is. All right. Okay, so new updates by Terry. This was November 7th. It was sent to me. Luffy's new marketplace will have a new design. Okay. I will get a video ready in this week to show you more insights. A sell tax will be used to burn tokens. Yeah, this is stuff that we heard, and this is all really good news. But we've been hearing that this marketplace will be out soon for a while. I know that these guys have a tendency to go back to the drawing board and make sure that things are perfect. They probably had to change it quite a bit to implement these burn taxes for the different tokens that they'll be accepting as payment. Luffy swap / anime swap. The swap is in progress. We are showing you insights in this week. That's good. The swap will have different features. You will be able to add liquidity and trade directly on our swap. That's awesome. If there is no liquidity, you will be redirected to Uniswap to buy it there. Okay. Charts / pool details and more will be given once you look up for the contract you are looking for. A sell tax on anime swap will be used to burn tokens. Beautiful. Good news. I wonder what the sales tax will be. We are looking to publish Anime Swap in this quarter. Okay, so by the end of the year. NFTs, we have decided to change some numbers. Okay. 45% of all NFT sales will be used for buybacks and burn tokens. Okay, so that's good. I wonder what that ratio is, buybacks to burn. Because buybacks, we know, at some point can come back into the supply. So they're good in the temporary, they're good in the short term for maybe trying to control a falling price, but they're also potential dilution. So burns are the only thing that take them totally out of the system. This transaction will happen every 100 NFT we will sell, starting from NFT number 600. Okay, awesome. So a few more things I just wanted to bring up and pull up for you. Luffy's kind of gone up and down, up and down. It was at 225 at one point, 9 zeros and 225. It dropped down 9 zeros and into the ones. I thought for a minute that it might even gain a zero, which nobody was going to be happy about. All right, so this here. This is, I guess, the new Luffy logo. And at one point, there was a conversation about potentially getting license from the company that puts out One Piece. I haven't heard any more talk about that, so obviously that never came to fruition. This is blatant knockoff of Luffy, of the actual Luffy. It's not Luffy. The straw hat is different. It's different enough to not get sued, right? But it's close enough that I really wonder how the anime community, who are diehards, particularly this One Piece community, I wonder if it's so close that I wonder how they were going to react to it, basically. I wonder if they would maybe be upset by this. And I'm not suggesting they are, but I'm suggesting it's a possibility. I'm really curious to see how they're going to react to this. For the most part, the anime community are not necessarily crypto investors anyway. But those that are into both, I'm really curious about how they're going to react to this this knockoff. When I showed it to my son, who is a big time gamer, has his own gaming channel, and is a big time One Piece fan, right? Watches One Piece, watches the whole Luffy and Yanko and all Yonko, whatever it is. He watches all that stuff, right? When I showed it to him, he told me, he laughed, honestly, and told me it reminded him of the time that I brought home Frosty Flakes instead of Frosted Flakes, right? If you get that. It's like trying to get as close as possible, but it's just not the real thing. So, I don't know. Time will tell. Is this going to work out, or were we better off just keeping a totally different, Luffy emblem, right? I mean, what was really wrong with that, right? Is there a thought that this might bring some of the anime community in? There's just as much possibility, I think, that it's going to have the opposite effect. But again, we will see. We will see. All right. What else? Was there something else that I wanted to scroll through and find? I'm not sure. I think there was. Let me just, again, I've got you on hold, kind of, while I'm scrolling through this stuff to see what's going on. Okay. So there was this. Okay, so this was on the TG. We will come out on top. Some bullish points about Luffy. And this is the last thing that I want to bring up. 17% of the supply is staked. That's a really good percentage. It really is. That's awesome. 33% in the dead wallet. We've known that for a while. 12% in the blacklisted wallet. Well, we were just told, we just saw that if Luffy goes to a version 3, those will be coming back into the supply. But I believe along with the version 3 was they were going to get rid of a lot of the supply, right? Some sort of split. I don't know if that's definitely a part of V3 or not, but it's what was talked about last time I heard about it. Okay, so Benji going to drop his first video. Yeah, I think I heard that Benji maybe has his own YouTube channel now. Benji's awesome. So that should go really well. I'm looking forward to it. AMA on Friday with Peter. All right, I mentioned that earlier. I'm not sure where that's going to be. Is that going to be in the Telegram? Is that going to be a Twitter space? Not sure. But we will see. Either way, that he's taken such an active role still, even after having the CEO position taken back, I think is great. NFT marketplace is coming. It's been coming for a while. But again, changes are being made to implement the burn tax on different tokens of coins that will be used. Anime Swap looks to publish this quarter. Crypto Academy coming. So I'm assuming that means that it's being worked on right now, which is good news. Tier 1 listing lined up. What exactly does that mean? Lined up, like obviously we're not getting some sort of time frame on that. And what does lined up mean? Does that mean that it's a definite? That I would like a little more information on that before I'm going to call that a bullish point. Community has been pushing targeted tweets. Go show this tweet. Go push it. Raid this tweet. I see it happen all the time, and it's like a huge thing in the community. And as long as I've been here, I have seen it do absolutely nothing for the price. Maybe it makes everybody happy in the community, and it's something to do. It keeps them involved. I get that. And there's nothing wrong with keeping morale up. But bullish, I mean, it's the same that it's been. Community is bringing positive vibes. Okay. Quotes from devs. Luffy's future is bright. We are Luffy. We are Army. Nobody can stop us. All right. So that's kind of what's going on with Luffy. There's a lot of this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. What if we do this? What if we do that? The only thing that really definitely has happened is that Terry has taken over as CEO again. And, before I got involved in Luffy, Terry was CEO. There was a few other people that were involved as well. I think I had mentioned Ben in my last video. And the whole first phase on the white paper, everything was done. Everything was completed. Everything was completed on time. I mean, they were praising themselves for that. But since I've been here, and I'm not sure exactly when Peter took over as CEO, but it's been postponement after postponement after postponement. So I've really got my fingers crossed that Terry taking over is going to bring things back to what it was before I even knew about Luffy, where it seemed like things were really getting accomplished. And that's why I invested, was on what had happened previously. So I'm hopeful, and I'm cautiously optimistic. I've never, I don't think, spoken to Terry, and I've sent him several direct messages. I assume he's a busy guy, but we're all busy, but we all still find time to converse with the people that we want to. And apparently he's never wanted to answer me, so I don't know. I mean, I wish him well, because him doing well is Luffy doing well, and Luffy doing well is my portfolio doing well. So I hope everything works out. But I personally wasn't here when he was in charge, so I don't really know much about the guy. Tried to talk to him. He hasn't had any desire, I guess, to talk to me. So all I can do is cross my fingers and hope for the best. All right, that's it. Luffy community. I would love to just come out with a video that's just all positive and all good. But again, this video, I hope that you take it as what I feel. Cautious optimism. There have been changes made. Benji told me some big changes were coming. So I got my fingers crossed. And, positive vibes, positive thoughts. Time is going to tell, and we'll see. But, the market is what the market is right now. So that's going to make it tough. But I'm looking forward to seeing some of these things actually come to fruition. And then I'll know we're moving in the right direction. And that video is going to be a lot more fun to make. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Hit the like button on the way out if you can. Hit the don't like if you want. Do whatever you want to do. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Leave comments. If there's stuff that I missed, some stuff that I'm not aware of, because I'm not in the Telegram a lot, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.